Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Tuesday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios in the confines of the bunker in an undisclosed location in New Jersey. And Scotty's ever so rich one-bedroom apartment in Beverly Hills, California, where it doesn't reside in the 90210. No. It resides in the richer
90211.
Yeah.
The 90211. That little welcome to Beverly Hills sign is actually like right on the edge of my street because I'm like literally on the border of Beverly Hills, LA, and West Hollywood. I'm like right there. I'm right by the old Cedars-Sinai Hospital. I always hear the ambulance going by. And there's one of those medical shows I think is fictionalized out of there. Cedars-Sinai stat! Any movie based in LA, you hear that phrase. It's like right around the corner for me. But yeah, I'm excited. I know Sam Woo's only got half a voice. He's got an upper throat injury today, a UTI. He took one in the chinum, and he's having to rest up his voice a little bit because there might be something special heading your way a little later. But I'm jacked up for this big Devils victory today over the BJs. It's a Tuesday night Valentine's Day treat. Oh, yes. The Devils rocking their red. Well, actually, they were in their white jerseys. But you know what I mean. Valentine's Day, red, the flowers, the hearts, all that sort of stuff. Right? That works, Sam Woo, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did you tell Mrs. Woo that you love her?
I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Did you get her flowers and candy for being our official statistician?
After 6 p.m.
After the discounted flowers.
Yes,
Sam Woo getting that dozen from the gas station kind of deal. Is that what's going on over there?
Absolutely. Clearance, that's the time to get it.
That's why you go out to dinner on February the 15th, because there's plenty of open reservations.
Of course.
On 15th. And then you don't have to pick from that damn prefix menu when you go out to all those restaurants like that. Then you can actually order from the regular menu, and it's not like, oh, here's your food, here's your check, get out of here, because there's another table.
Well, Mrs. Wu knows that there's Game Day Live and Devils After Dark, so that was my excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let's go out to dinner. Valentine's Day is every day, so we'll just do it on the 15th.
It's a smart move.
10% discount. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. And Alan, you're right. Severson got hit on the chinum as well. A lot of chinums tonight. And Max, yeah, I hope Sam Woo doesn't deduct me 666 Woo bucks tonight. 666, the number of the beast. Oh, I'm already starting already. There's gonna be a lot of Aussie references going on this evening as we talk about this game. Let's get to it. We'll give the old king of the football calls a little bit of time to rest up the pipes for maybe a studio update midway through this game. But let's talk about it. Welcome, everybody. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. A big horns up to you on this Valentine's Day with a big Devils victory. The Road Warriors, oh, what a rush. A rush for us. Really, I say it every time. I got to get those the Legion of Doom Road Warrior shoulder pads with the spikes, and I never do. I'm going to write that down right now. Look up on Amazon to see if they have Legion of Doom shoulder pads. Shoulder pad. Because, I say it, and I always forget it by the end of the show because we end up having so much fun and everything like that. I forget about the things from the beginning. Bing! Marijuana can affect the memory. But let's get into it right now. Game number 53 on the season, on the road. Second game of this 4-game road trip going against Columbus. Jesper Boquist still in the lineup after playing a good game last game. And, of course, his brother Adam over there on the Blue Jackets as well. Kevin Ball still in, with Brendan Smith still out. Vanacek back in net, but do want to give some quick updates. Brendan Smith practiced with the team, and I'm sure you saw that other news. Jackie Boy also got in at the end of practice with the team. So I'm sure it was nice for everyone to see Jack back there in practice. And like I said, I would not be really blown away surprised if Jack Hughes is back in the lineup come that Pittsburgh game this Saturday. But let's get to it right now. The Devils again started a little slow, which we've seen has been, kind of the MO for them a little bit recently. But finally, it's been some time. Well, actually, I think it's only been like 5 games, but still in the overall, course of the season, Yegor Sharangovich's scoring has been highly inconsistent and highly streaky. Okay, so yeah, I think he scored, was it 5-6? Whenever we played Nashville, I think that was the last time he scored. It seems like a lot longer, but I guess it's only been 5-6 goals. But at 10:46 of the first period, Sharon Govich comes through with his 12th of the season. Long stretch pass coming out of the defensive zone that ends up kind of hitting Eric Halla, and he's unable to take the pass, but it bounces, some nice little puck luck. It bounces right to Fabian Zetterlund, who's coming up the blue line as well. He keeps the puck onside. No replays on this one, no reviews or anything like that. Zetterlund keeps the puck onside, enters the zone, which is something without Jack Hughes we've seen a lot of problems with, those zone entries, because Jackie Boy is a beast on that. But Zetz gets it in, and then he feeds a cross-ice pass over to Yegor Sharangovich, who's trailing up, and he rips it past the goalie. Who is it? Merzlikins with a nasty, a wicked wrista, as they like to say up in Boston. Yegor Sharangovich, his 12th of the season. Nice to see him back on the goal-scoring side of things. Winston, what the hell are you doing over there? Oh, he's having fun with his pillow. Nice to see him on the goal-scoring side of things. We know Yegor is a full player defensively. You see him out there on the PKs. He's very responsible. Although, we're going to talk about a play he made a little later on in the game, which even Dano was just like, no. We don't make passes across the middle like that. We'll talk about that. But typically, Yegor is very responsible defensively, two-way player. He's got some speed, but he's been so inconsistent and streaky with that goal scoring. He gets his 12th of the year. Zetz gets his 13th assist, and Eric Halla gets his 19th assist. Put the Devils up 1-0, 10:46 of the first period. Devils get a power play after that. I don't even think they had a shot on goal in that first power play. I think they only had one in their second power play as well. But no shots on goal there. They end up, who took that penalty late in the first period? It was Eric Halla tripping. That's right. The Devils go on the PK with under 2 minutes to go and with 2 seconds left? I think, something like that. 1.3 seconds. There it was. Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, comes through and gets his 15th of the year on the power play. It's officially at 19:58 of the first. Laine took a shot. Vanacek made the save. The rebound was there. Gaudreau, I believe Gaudreau gets a shot on Vanacek, which he also saves, and then he's able to go past them and put the rebound in on the backhand right past Vanacek. Tough one on VTech over there, and the UGH, giving up that goal with 1.3 seconds left. But maybe the Devils make amends by the end of this game. They did already. They went and totally redeemed themselves, but we're not there yet. So a little bit annoying right there. And hey, remember, now it's the Timo Meyer. Everyone is Timo. Remember like 2 years ago, everyone was like, Laine. And then the offseason was Gaudreau. Devils seem to be doing just fine without any of these guys. Just want to throw that out there to you. Moving into the second period, Jesper Bratt. And you know what? This was a special goal by Jesper Bratt. And it's something that I think we're going to have to go to the studio to the Let's Go Devils podcast studio, the Devils After Dark reporter extraordinaire, for a quick studio update. Let's check in with the king of the football calls himself from the frozen tundra of New Jersey, Sam Woo. Bells, chimes. I think Sam Woo has himself muted and he doesn't realize that.
This is the Let's Go Devils podcast game update, brought to you by American Whiskey, the official home bar of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Graves snaps it to Marino. Quick strike to Jesper Brett to 40, to 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Devils! Touchdown Devils! The dagger in the heart to the BJs. Devils up 2-1.
Where is it? No, are you ready, New Jersey?
Are you ready, New Jersey?
Okay, there we go. All right. Sam Woo, like we said, he's got the UTI today, the upper throat injury. Took it on the chinum. Okay. He didn't want to blow out his voice. I thought we were going to get a halftime kickoff lateral there, but okay. Just the bomb from John Marino.
Actually,
where's your football helmet? Where's your oversized football helmet?
Actually, Scotty, I was unprepared and I was just testing something, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh, I'm on air! I'm on air! Crap! I gotta go! I gotta go!" I thought I still had a little bit more time. I was actually caught off guard. I was actually caught off guard on that one.
Another beautiful call by the king of the football calls himself, Sam Woo, right there. Devils coming out for the quick strike just after halftime on the opening kickoff over there. 7 seconds into the period, Jesper Bratt. Nice to always see him back on the goal-scoring side of things as well. With Jack Hughes down, he is someone that the Devils need to rely on to be putting the puck in the net, and he didn't miss on this one. We know both him and Nico rattled a few off the pipe in the last couple games, but this time, no way, baby. No way, baby. I'm back in business, baby. George Costanza style. Jesper Bratt comes in there on the breakaway right off the opening faceoff. Marino gets it it was actually the gravy train, right? Over to Marino, who moves it to Bratt. And then Bratt just comes in and puts a nice sick move, and he's able to put his forehand, eventually goes to the forehand and boop, right around Merzlikins' stretched out leg. Put the Devils back up 2-1, 7 seconds into the second. Brad is 21st from John. Don't Call Me Dan. Laces out. Isotoner gloves. Marino. And I'm going off the rails on a gravy train. You like that little slide action that I had going on there? There you go. Ryan Graves with his 12th assist on the season. And then it was the brother of our boy Jesper. That's right, Adam Boquist tied it up for the Blue Jackets at 4:41 of the second with it was a pretty nasty shot, I will say, but I think this is one that Vitek Vanacek might have wanted back, or at least another opportunity at it. It was a wicked snapshot, or they have it as a wrister. It had some mustard behind it. I'll say barbecue sauce because I don't even like mustard. So I know I'm weird. I know. And yes, I've tried honey mustard many times. I don't know why. I just don't like mustard. Never have my whole life. It's a good thing I was raised in Jersey and learned how to put like oil and vinegar, like a sub sandwich on my sandwich and stuff like that. But either way, Boquist gets his first of the season. Boone Jenner there got the assist, tied it up for the Blue Jackets. Now, this was a far away wrist shot, but like I said, it did have some smoke behind it, but I think this is one that if VTech had another opportunity at, it might have snagged over there. So it ties the game up there, 2-2 in the second period. This is when the Devils, they got that other power play when Lane took out Damon Severson's Chinham. But I think they only had one shot on goal. The Devils power play did not look very good today at all. And that has a lot to do as well. And I know it was brought up by Bill Don't Call Me Captain Spaulding and Ken Danico, the official enforcer of the Let's Go Devils podcast here and Devils After Dark. Jack Hughes is just so good at those puck entries into the zone. And he backs the other team's defense off so much because rightfully so, they're scared bejeebas out of him of what he's going to do with that puck. So without Jack, they have to find a better way to get into the zone and set up there. They've been struggling with it since Jack went down here, and they struggled again tonight. I believe they only had one shot total on both of those power plays over there. Devils ended up killing off another one as well. Tom Satar took a penalty there, hooking call. And yeah, the Devils were able to kill that one off there. Moving into the third, woo! Almost right off the bat again. Thought we were going to have another breakaway. Miles Wood with the interception. It's an interception. It was almost, I thought it was going to be a pick six. Oh, Miles forgot the puck in your feet, and then it was offsides. Oh, it was set up so beautifully. And you know, Miles has got that speed too. He could have moved right in on that, and just left the puck in his feet.
Do you know what that reminded me of?
What did it remind you of, Sam Wu?
It reminded me that time, remember the play before Eli Manning's throw to David Tyree? Where he had, it was Samuels that actually had the ball in his hands and could have ended the game right there.
Yep.
And was
in
already,
classic Giants receiver style, dropped it, or deflected it up in the air for an interception. I know Giants receivers are really good at that. They like to play volleyball almost, where they just just shoot the ball up in the air and yay.
It was like you're already thinking about scoring before you actually, Anyway, just making another football reference.
No, come on, just had the Super Bowl, absolutely. All the football references we can, especially when it's on the Giants side. But yeah, Miles Wood offside over there. Igor Sharangovich. Now this is what we're talking about over here. This one made me scream Sharon in a bad sense, where he made a very ill-advised pass right across the center when the BJs basically had the Devs kind of pinned in the zone there. To nobody, when he very clearly should have just tried to chip the puck up the boards and out. He was they were next to the boards on the far side. And that puck was just coming right across the center there. And you heard Dano just be like, oh no, and I was thinking the exact same thing, Dano. And I'm sure you were too out there, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. It was just one of those, oh boy. And the Blue Jackets were able to pin the Devils in there because of not getting the puck out of the zone. The Devils were able to pin him in there, and Sharangovich, who was stuck on that shift, couldn't get out for a change, ended up taking a penalty near the end there. So, not very good. That was at an 8-11. He took that hooking call on Lane, on that same shift there. So, didn't like seeing that. The Blue Jackets were dominating a good stretch of that third period. I think they had 10 or 11 shots in a row there. Vanacek went down into the splits. Oh, baby! Going down into the splits for the skate blade save. I don't know if you saw that or not. Check out the replay. I mean, he could not stretch any further to get that leg across to stop whoever it was. It might have been Lane again in the front. And, man, he got the puck with his skate blade. With the skate blade. Unbelievable stuff from Vitek Vanacek over there. Keeping the Devils in the game. Brad, oh, man. Gravy Train had a blast on net, and the puck was just sitting there in front of Mers Lincoln's. And Brad had it. Oh, he almost put it home for a second goal. But it was a save. And then finally, in the last minute of the game, how about a big hand for our boy Andre Palat, bringing the puck into the zone. We talked about that zone entry, right? And instead of just kind of dumping it into the corner or anything like that, he came in about halfway to the faceoff dot, and then he peeled out and circled around. Okay, back up to the blue line, which is where he found, who was it? Fabian Zetterlund coming in, right? Or it was Mikey McLeod. I'm sorry, it was Mikey McLeod. Mikey McLeod is coming in, and McLeod, woo, Mikey. Beer Baron must have had a call with him, I think, and maybe yelled at him and told him they were in a fight again. Because Mikey McLeod put a wonderful move on Jenner, and Jenner goes down to the ice. I mean, you don't see that very often. And he goes right, little boop, boop, and right around Jenner, and he's able to feed the puck across. I think, because I was just watching the replays on the NHL Network, I think the puck actually went through the legs of Dawson Mercer, who was creating havoc in the front of the net. And who's there on the other side? He's going off the rails on the gravy train. Ryan Graves with the tip in right over there to put the game home at 19:58 of the third. So, yeah, Blue Jackets, you can have your goal at 19:58 of the first. We'll take ours at 19:58 of the third period. Awesome job by the boys all around. Regulation win. What is that, number 35? I believe it's number 35, or is it 36? I got to look at the standings here real quick. I believe that is regulation win number 35, keeping pace with those Carolina Hurricanes, who also won. They're up to 35 regulation wins as well. Both teams with 53 games played. The Canes are still 3 points ahead of the Devils, 78-75. But what a win for the Devils. Don't have to go to overtime to get it. Nice to see that on the road, which, they've been the road warriors, but recently, the past couple games, they haven't been. They've won, 5 of 6 at home or 6 straight at home, something like that. It's kind of flip-flop. They were struggling so much at home, and now it's not to say that they're really struggling on the road, where they had the shootout loss, and they had an OT one as well, I think. So, okay, they still got points there, but they didn't get the victories. But nice to see the Devils pull it out on the road, getting this second game of this 4-game road trip in the bank for them. Big victory for your New Jersey Hockey Devils. Would love to know what you think about it. Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. We got to check in with the world's greatest Valentine himself, the king of the football calls, who only has half a voice today, Sam Woo. What did you think about this game today? And Max, you're right. 75 points in February. Man, I don't even know when the last time we hit 75 points. Probably the Taylor Hall season. That was probably the last time. So good job by the Devils here. Getting just racking them up. What do you say, Sam?
Well, Scotty.
Unmute yourself. There you go.
Am I on?
Yeah.
I am off my game today. I'll talk to you off air. I'm off my game today. Anyway, what I was going to say is Jack Hughes out. Devils are 2-0-1 without Jack Hughes in the lineup. They're getting contributions offensively from their defense. Ryan Graves going hard to the net, being at the right place at the right time at that moment, understood the situation with the seconds ticking off the clock and picking up that puck and putting it in. That's what the Devils need to do without Jack Hughes at the moment, is get contributions from everybody. Tatar, the previous game, had 2 goals. It was a 2-2 tie against a very good Minnesota Wild team. They lost in a shootout. Like I said on Devils After Dark, it didn't feel like a loss. I thought they played well. The point streak continues. And the previous game before that, than Dougie Hamilton scoring 2 goals. So it was definitely a team effort. It definitely helps that Vitek Vanacek and even Mackenzie Blackwood the last game played very, very well, to the point where they gave their team a chance to win, and the Devils capitalized tonight. I know it's Columbus, but you heard Bill Spaulding say that Columbus had been playing well as of late. They were blocking shots. They were trying to do anything to squelch the Devils' offense. And I thought, you got to credit the Blue Jackets. I thought they played a decent game today, considering where they're at, and they didn't give up. I didn't like giving up that power play goal at the end of the first period, but how the Devils reacted with the quick strike, 7-second play to, it went from Graves, Marino, then to Bratt, then it's 2-1 Devils. That's the way to answer. That's exactly how you answer. And we've seen this team time and time again, this season specifically, making those quick strike plays. They do have that ability in their arsenal to get it done like that. But overall, that power play goal, could Siegenthaler could have done a better job in front of the crease. It's okay. It's one of those things. But I think overall, I think the Devils played very well. I thought Damon Severson played well at times tonight when, there were some defensive plays he made. Again, not something you would put on a highlight reel, but his positioning was so good, even on the 2-on-1s. I think it was like a 3-on-2 or whatnot, and just the way Severson's playing right now, he's not a liability right now. And that's something to be said, because, I've criticized Damon Severson for a very long time now, but ever since that benching, I haven't seen that many flaws in his game. He's not going to be perfect. No one's perfect.
He's back down in that third pairing, too, now that Marino's back. That, like we said, that helps him out a lot as well, because his talent level is above a third pairing.
Yeah.
I think you could say that. Yeah.
So overall, I think the Devils, they should be expected to beat Columbus. Yes, but at the same time,
Columbus seems to always mess with us, though. I feel like, I think they even said it too. We're like 2-8 in the last 10 times that we've been to Columbus. For some reason, they're one of those teams that always seem to have our number. When we're out there on the road. So it was nice, and it was, again, they played us tough. Yeah.
It's a great victory. It's 7 games in 12 days. 7 games in 12 days, and they get back at it on Thursday. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern start, right? Against the Blues?
Yeah, it's a little bit later.
Later.
Yes, 8 o'clock in St. Louis. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock for me.
Yeah.
Out here. So 9 o'clock for you guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a late night. We got a true Devils After Dark coming up on Thursday then.
Absolutely. We're gonna have some hamburgers, some
Are
barbecue.
We?
Yeah.
Okay.
Louis. Yeah, we'll have to.
All right, we're gonna have some ribs. Gonna have some baby back ribs. Or that's Kansas City, right? What's St. Louis known for?
You know what? It's the same difference.
Oh man. Well, good win for the Devils today. This is one of those teams, like we said, they do tend to have some trouble with. They didn't play down to them, They found a way to come out with that victory. They got, scoring from Sharon Govich, which we need to get jump-started. We got another defensive goal there from Ryan Graves at the end. Mikey McLeod was a big factor. You haven't seen him, pop up on the score sheet very much in recent times. So the BMW line has been playing a little bit better. Mercer hasn't been really scoring as much, but he was definitely in a lot of the plays tonight. I think the big thing is getting Sharon Govich going. We really need him to be a little bit more consistent with that scoring. The streakiness is just way too much. He's got to get just more consistency, and his overall game is good, but that scoring is just so unpredictable, And if we want to see him playing up there on that second line or something like that with Jack when he comes back, he's got to be just a little bit more consistent with that scoring. And I know he plays very good defensively. He's very responsible. He's got some wheels on him. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's also not the slowest guy in the world. He can keep up with Jack Hughes. So Max says it's the barbecue in general in St. Louis. Okay. All right, good. St. Louis style ribs? Is that baby back ribs, or is that Kansas City? I don't really remember. I can't remember where one of them came from. But either way, are you going to order food for me too? Is it going to be delivered like DoorDash or something like that? Is that what's going to go on, Sam?
I can't afford the inflated prices.
Okay.
Beverly Hills, California. I'll get you.
Well, the amount of $Woo that you've docked me tonight from my singing for Ryan Graves, that should be able to cover it, right?
I could cover maybe celery sticks.
Is there any ranch with those celery sticks at least, or anything like that?
I'll throw that in just because I'm nice.
Oh man, all right. Well, let's see what's going on over here. I see everyone is still kind of talking about Timo Meier and trade, proposals possibly. Now we have seen the Devils have been linked to old Brock Besser over there, which I don't know. For his price tag, you would think there'd be a little bit more production involved there. So I'm not sure if that's a real thing or if that's more of a Fitzy trying to just, play a little hardball GM style with Greer. We know the Carolina Hurricanes should be probably involved in these negotiations with Pacioretty out for the season. It's all the same faces that we've known now for a while. Vegas could jump in there. They would have to, move some money around and stuff. But, the Devils have a really good system of prospects and picks, which I'm sure Greer would love to get his hands on. And San Jose also is a team that is going to need some goaltending. And we definitely have some good goaltenders within our system. I know this is what's his name, James Reimer. He's going to be a UFA. This should tell you where the San Jose Sharks goaltending is right now. They recalled Aaron Dell. Okay, that should tell you everything you need to know about the depth of the San Jose goaltending situations right now. As Devils fans, we know the name Aaron Dell, and when you see that name getting recalled, that's usually a sign of things. No offense, Aaron. No offense. All right, A.A. Ron, as Keegan-Michael Keel would probably call him. But if you see Aaron Dell coming back up for your team, probably some shaky situations over there. So we know that, the Sharks are looking at the Devils and their prospects and their farm system and their picks. That's what they want. But Fitzy he's not going to get played. And I don't think he's going to oversell, especially if there's no guarantee for Timo to have a extension deal worked out prior. I don't think the Devils are going to throw away stuff for, he's still got his 1 year RFA status, but that's a $10 million qualifying offer. So
I got a question for you, Scotty.
Okay, hit me with it.
Do you find Tom Fitzgerald hard to read? I think he's got a great poker face now because we did not see the John Marino trade. None of us did. None of the reporters did. The flipping picks for Vitek Vanacek last offseason, nobody saw that coming, right? The only thing we did know that the reporters got with something with Goudreau at that time period. But it seems like all these reporters, and because Max is asking about Frank Saravalli's trade proposal, whatnot. I'll get to that in a sec. It'll be very brief about that. That Scotty, like, I think Tom Fitzgerald is like, you know, there's leaks here about Besser. There's leaks here, leaks there. I honestly think we're all getting played here, and who knows what he's thinking right now. I don't think anybody can really pinpoint where Fitzgerald's going. Could he trade Severson? Could he not? Is he willing to trade picks? I can't even get a read on this guy. Like with Lou Lamoriello, I mean, that was like a different era, but I think Tommy Fitzgerald is really playing everybody, including the reporters, because you hear all these scenarios, and it's like, are they really in for Timo Meier? Are they really in it for Besser? Are they really in? And it's all strategic, and I think we're going to get all surprised in the end.
I think so too, and I think you're right. I think he does have a really good poker face, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to read this situation here, you know.
And then saying about the salary cap culture and all that, when Timo Meier's looking for big bucks, you're kind of like, no.
I mean, it could be just throwing everybody off, you know. I really don't know what he is thinking and planning. It's very hard to read. Like I feel like it's gonna be a minute. What are we in? What does this say? The 14th? What's the trade deadline? The 3rd?
3rd of March.
I mean, I'll say this now is like, I'll say this now is like, I don't think it's gonna happen for the Devils until for a while, if they do get Meier. You know, like, and I could be wrong. And then, like, tomorrow, like, it could be like, Devils acquire. And it'd be like, oh, of course. Yeah, exactly. You know, like, you really cannot tell, like, what Tom Fitzgerald is thinking, what he's doing. He plays things very close to the vest. He doesn't do a lot of, like, big, flashy interviews. He's like the Godfather. He's like, never tell anyone outside the family what you're thinking. You know, like,
yeah.
That's really how I mean, hey, that's the way Lou operated as well, and it worked worked good for a very long time. But I think it's smart, you know, because I think Fitzy wants to see what other teams are going to offer. How much is Carolina possibly going to throw out there? You know, does he want to go that far? And he might just be waiting for other teams to make their bid, and then just be like, hey, Greer, you know, call me before you make a deal, and I'll see if I can better it. Because I don't think he wants to get into a bidding war, because the Devils have too much stuff that is attractive to other people on the prospect side. You don't want to be starting to talk Nemec. You're obviously not going to start talking Luke Hughes anywhere, you know. There are some other guys as well, Akira Schmid, Nico Dawes, you know, that would be attractive to a lot of teams. And they still have some of these other defensemen coming up. I can't remember the Russian kid who's a forward. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's doing real well. They have a lot of people.
Gritzik?
Yeah, I think that's – how do you say it again? It's something with a G, right?
Yeah, it's like Gritzik or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. They got a lot of these, you know, sexy, quote-unquote sexy prospects in the pipeline. And the last thing you want to do is, you know, shipping so many of them off there for Timo. And now, listen, Timo's a great player, but don't forget, he's going to cost a pretty penny as well if you do want to re-sign him.
Yeah, and you know, Tom Fitzgerald is not – he's not reactionary. He's not going to make a knee-jerk reaction. Yeah.
Arsemi Gritsyuk. Thank you, Stephen. Hopefully I'm saying that sort of
I thought it was Gritzik.
Gritzik? Is that how it is?
Yeah.
James Casey is another one who may come up in the trade negotiations.
I'll go back to what I've been saying.
Muhammad Doolin
I'll go back
might come up in the trade. negotiations.
I'll go back to what I was saying before. The Devils have a lot of pieces, second best, prospect pool right now. Tom Fitzgerald doesn't need to spend any of it.
Grizzle. Seamus McFly, Marty McFly is distant relative. That's right, Back to the Future 3, right?
Yeah.
Is that Seamus?
Yeah.
Nicely done, Steven. Nicely done there. Maybe I traded in for a new hat.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that movie. That was a good movie. Clara Clayton.
Yeah. They were all good.
Anyway.
I hate manure.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I hate that name. Hey, I watched that movie. Anyway.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, it's gonna, it's hard to read Fitzy. Is he on the phones everywhere? Is he working a deal with Vancouver?
Who knows? He could be playing everybody.
Is he reaching out to Detroit? I know I brought it up about Dylan Larkin.
I mean, what's his
backup plan? What happens if it don't get Timo? Like we didn't get Johnny Gaudreau, like we didn't get Matthew Tkachuk, like we didn't get Patrick Laine. Is there a backup plan, or is the backup plan the return of Jack Hughes, which in all case and purposes has been working just fine?
If he does nothing by trade deadline, again, I've said this over and over, I'd be okay with it. With all those pieces you have on a young team, the New Jersey Devils, he can wait till the next offseason. He can wait for the next 3 off seasons.
Tyler Bertuzzi, that's another one over there in Detroit. Palumbo, Larkin wants too much, but Timo's even more. So, it's tough because you're gonna lose. I wouldn't be. Miles Wood might be part of this deal. Because they're gonna have to send, if they do a trade with San Jose, they're gonna have to send some money back there to offset it. Miles Wood may not be on this team. Is Eric Hall 2 years or is he just this year? I can't remember. He's just this year, right? Brendan Smith is 2 years. Tom Tatar, contract expires after this year. Jonathan Bernier as well on the goaltending side. Is Blackwood a UFA or is he an RFA? I think he's an RFA. I think he's RFA after this year. But he's going to be – he already makes a good amount. I think Tatar is playing well as well. I was very critical of him early in the year, but like I've said, numerous times on this podcast, I feel like Tom Tatar is like total big bro on this team. He's just like the older brother.
It's always good to have
sticks up for them.
Slovakian on the team,
Well, also, remember when Nico was getting harassed by the Florida Panthers? Who was the first and only player to go up and actually step in there? It was Thomas Tatar. So he's definitely got those older brother vibes on this very young team. Same thing with Palat. I feel Palat has got that as well. He just hasn't, with the injury, he just hasn't been around as much. Yeah. But I feel like he's got those sort of vibes with this team as well. But if you lose a Miles Wood, you have a Nolan Foote or a Fabian Zetterlund to probably replace him on that bottom line. So the Devils have, if you lose an Eric Halla, you already have a Jesper Boquist, that can take that place over there. You have Dawson Mercer. So we'll see what they do. But, yeah, it's really hard to read Fitzy. If I was him, I think I'd just be sitting back and waiting to see what some of these other teams are going to offer. Before you go and shoot the moon and throw out this deal that is way too good, see what the other teams are offering and then make a comparative offer to that. Because I would think Carolina would be in the running there for Timo.
At the very least, drive up the price. Drive up the price.
He could be doing that as well. He could be just trying to drive up the price. I would think the Devils might, be good with another little, some backhand help there on the defense. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think you're right, Sam Wu. There's a great parlay about Tom Fitzgerald making trades over there. What's the over-under on that?
Again, going back to Max asked a question about a proposal that Frank Saravalli made. And,
okay, what is it?
To go back. Bottom line is there are a lot of draft picks going back to Arizona. And yes, for my opinion, I wouldn't do any trade. I think those draft picks are very valuable right now. And I think they're more valuable than anything in return. I'm not for instant gratification right now. I mean, this team has been built the right way from the ground up. Took 10 years to do. Why push it now? You can wait another season because this team is starting to really gel, and it's a winning hockey club right now. They're just winning games. I know it's the regular season, but they're winning games right now, and they're winning games without Jack Hughes. And they have a 3 games point streak without Jack Hughes. They're 3 for 3 right now, at least getting a point. And they could have easily won that shootout had it gone their way.
I just want to look here real quick because I don't know off the top of my head, but we're going to find out here right now. So the Devils next year, they got a first, a second, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. They don't have a third round pick. So, 2024, they got all seven. Same thing with 2025. Man. Oh, I forgot about Janssen. He comes off as well. Then you got the two buyouts with Kuokkanen and Corey Schneider. One more year with both of them. Friggin' Kovalchuk. Jay Stillman, Graham Clark, Tice Thompson, Talavidi. You got Nemec, Walsh, Mohamedulin, Vugojevic, Ahoytuk, Vukojevic. Damn it. I always say that wrong. So there's a lot of good stuff here. But as far as I've heard, by the end of the season, we should be seeing old Luke in the lineup. So that means something is going to have to move at some point on the defensive side. Steven, yeah, maybe the other Thompson is old Tage is lighting it up over there in Buffalo. We got the wrong Clark and the wrong Thompson.
That's hysterical.
New Jersey, Lawson, Krause, Carroll. First round, 2023 first round, 2024 second round, and a fourth, Janssen and Mackenzie Blackwood. Whew. Man. I don't know. Fitzy likes his picks. He likes his prospects. He likes having that pipeline to go to. So I don't know. We've said it before. I'm going to say it again. In Fitzy, we trust because he hasn't, played us wrong here so far. I think the majority of the moves that he has made have all been on the positive side, and whatever he thinks is best. And like we said, it's not like we have been struggling this season. We had that month of December, which was friggin' terrible, and we all know that. But other than that, this Devils team has overperformed expectations. So we'll see. I'm gonna let Fitzy go with it. We'll continue talking about it. We got another game coming up on Thursday, late night style, 9:00 Eastern. Is the start time for the St. Louis Blues and your New Jersey. Bring back Christoph Oliwa. Oh, Christoph, man, he can throw the fist. Skating, not so much, but the fisticuffs there. Oh, that was some good stuff over there with Oliwa. And you're right, Insane. Sam always does say we need more beefalytics. Yeah, we'll bring back Oliwa. But let's get to it real quick. You versus Woo right now. Score predictions that we've been doing all season long. Brought to you by our good friend Dave Singer and his VictoryBucks.app over there.
Yes.
With all of the super chats. So thank you, Dave, once again, as always. Sam, let's start out with the host of Game Day Live, Mr. Vinny Parisi. What did he have for his score prediction today?
I think he said 3-2 Devils. No.
Oh, wow.
No. 4-2. 4-2.
Oh, he had 4-2? All right.
I don't really remember. Or is it 4-1
OTL
Devils?
then.
No, I think it was 4-1 Devils, actually.
Oh, if it's 4-1, then he gets the L. Or was it 4-2? Because then at least he gets the Columbus score right.
No, I think he said 4-1. I'll text him right now.
Well, Shane says he had 4-2 Devils. You got the OTL then there, Shane. Very nicely done. How about you, Sam Wu?
I think I said 5-2 Devils.
5-2 Devils. All right, you got the OTL as well. There you go. Forgetting the Columbus score. Ramona had 5-1. Max had 5-3. Ramona likes those 5-1 scores, I feel like. Or was it 5-2 she had the other day? I can't remember. But, all right. So we had a couple of OTLs, couple of L's out there. No one got the W today. That's all right. That's all right. We got another opportunity come this Thursday against the St. Louis Blues. Oh, Max says, Sam, you had 4-2. Okay, there you go.
4-2? I don't even remember what I was.
It's that upper throat injury. Sometimes that throws it off. When you get hit in the chinum like that, it can knock you for a loop. So Sam Wu gets the OTL. Vinny Parisi gets the OTL. Nice job all the way. I get the onion, tomato, and lettuce. Oh, man. But Thursday we'll be back again. Late night official. Oh, Vinny had 4-1. Oh, see, Sam, you're just all over the place here. Thank you, Ramona. So Vinny gets the L. Sam, you almost cost yourself a point there in the standings. What are you doing?
Hey, you know what? Mrs. Wu wasn't paying attention, so I had to go by.
Blaming Mrs. Wu on Valentine's Day, huh? That's not a smart move, my friend. Not a smart move.
It's okay.
You better hope those gas station flowers look pretty good.
There's nothing wrong. Flowers are flowers.
Oh, man. Art of Pimpin', anyone bring this up? I think Nico might be hurt. He slowed down. We'll have to see. I haven't heard anything from it. We'll have to see, though. We'll check it out. We'll keep an eye. Let's all try to keep an extra eye on Nico's play there in the next game, see if anyone sees anything. Or if he doesn't have the let's see if he doesn't have that jump. I don't know if he's just really been squeezing the stick there, trying to get career goal number 100. We'll have to see. But Thursday night, we will do this all over again for you on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. Devils After Dark, a true Devils After Dark, coming to you probably around midnight Eastern. We got Game Day Live before that with Vinny Parisi and Sam Wu. And, of course, tomorrow night, State of the Fan Address with Nick Villano from Pucks and Pitchforks. Make sure you check that out. Thank you very much, everybody. Turn it over to Sam for the final goodbyes.
Yep. Thank you for all those listening, dropping the podcast at midnight. Remember, February 25th, American Whiskey, our $500,000 party. $500,000 party. American Whiskey, February 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Till next time, let's go Devils.